Hey, Randy Joe here, and welcome back to the channel, where we've been doing Dance December. We kicked off the series last week with Daft Punk's monumental album, Discovery, an album I thoroughly enjoyed and found to be extremely futuristic, while at the same time very nostalgic. But today, we are going to be checking out a much newer record, a much more recent release, and that, of course, being the 2024 album, Magdalena's Imaginal Disk. That's right, this came out this year. I believe it came out August of this year, August 23rd to be exact, and it has made some pretty big waves in the music scene, especially in music nerd culture. I've always wanted to check this one out. I wanted to check it out when it released, but I never got around to it. But here we are doing Dance December, and knowing that this album has some dance elements kind of tied into it. It is a bit of a synth pop album, along with, I guess, a plethora of other genres tied into the mix. I thought, why not check it out today? It's 53 minutes. It's got 15 tracks, meaning some of these are fairly short. But I do think those fairly short ones are meant to be more like interludes, seeing as this album is a loose concept album, which is centered on the fictional character True. After a compact disc-shaped object is implanted into her forehead in order to create her ideal self, her body will reject it, and she relearns the meaning of being a human being. Recurring lyrical themes include self-exploration and consciousness. So I'm very much excited to hear what it means to be human today. But let's not waste any more time. Let's get into it. Pretty excited. Let's go. She Looked Like Me is this one.
Hello.
Hello. Some like glitch pop elements right off the bat. Very beautiful airy production on here. Also, gorgeous voice. Nice high pitched, squeaky clean production. Some hard hits on this. Oh. Kind of like a bit of a hyper pop blend. Oh, that layering, so clean. Really loving this gradual build. I'm excited to hear this damn burst. That continual ramping up. Oh my god, this is ethereal. Wow. Love that chopped up sample that's still lingering around from the beginning. Incredibly beautiful track. So ethereal. I feel like we ascended in that second half. Incredible production. It's very pristine. It's very clean production. It doesn't feel overproduced. It's got your classic kind of hyperpop finish to it. And I especially loved the glitch pop elements kind of tied in the mix. I didn't expect a whole lot of that, but it kicks off the album, kicks off the track really, and it comes back towards the end there. As for what the lyrics are about, I think here maybe there's some sort of a reconnecting with herself. I don't know. Here's Killing Time. Good bass line kicking this one off. Oh, I like kind of wavy effect on this one. Very glimmery. This one's very kind of R&B and smooth with it. Love that phasing too, back and forth. Very shimmery. I rest my case. Oh. Some of the best produced music I've heard this year, hands down. It's very delicate, very clean. Incredible layering and placement as well of these effects. I love her very dreamlike kind of quality in her voice as well. It really adds to the ethos of the album. Oh. I love these. The overdubbing, the crushing. I'm getting goosebumps with this. That whole passage feels like it's just crushing you with the intensity of those vocals, the overdubbing, the layering. Chef's kiss. What an incredible passage. So well produced and arranged. Gonna bring it back down. That is a perfect track. Wow. Beautiful bass line that kicks that whole thing off, but man, the blend of some R&B with very futuristic, I don't even know what you describe it, hyper pop. It just crushes you in that second half. Loved it. Wow. Here's a True Blue interlude. This is our character True, I believe. A very like dreamlike quality to this album. Reminded me of like George Clanton or something. Big fan.
Something is inserted or taken out or examined. Something lies dormant inside and it's been there all along, or you've
Maybe kind of signaling to this disc being put in her brain.
swallowed it, or you've spit it out. 10 years or 10 minutes ago, reflect. Say hello. It's you, the purest you.
Love the drumming in the background too. Very gradual. Just a nice
Implanted,
steady rhythm.
impossible, in memory. it's you.
Beautiful. Great distant piano. Great shimmery chimes as well. Everything feels very unified on this album in creating this vision. Here's Image. Still got a bit more punch to it. Who is our plethora of musicians on display here? We've got everything from the French horn to orchestra conductor. We got it all. But I specifically wanted to say whoever our bassist is throughout this thing. Can't find who our main bassist is. I mean, we got quite a few people on display, so I don't know, but the bass line, the bass work, incredible. Very just like warm bass. Dun, 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 dun. I love that melody. I feel like this one goes for a bit more of a traditional kind of pop focus, maybe a hit, but it's still very groovy. Not surprising that it's got 15 million streams. It is, I would say, the most accessible so far. Certainly has that hit potential. Oh! It's like clipping out of the bass. Being pushed to the limits. Incredible. What a hit maker that one is. Not much more to say. Just that's a banger if I've ever heard one. Here's Death and Romance. I will say some nice disco elements too tied into this record, which I love. I think the disco revival we've been seeing the past few years has been gorgeous. Oh. Our production, very smooth. I love the way the music on this album so far completely surrounds and envelops the listener with those elevated moments here. Like a huge embrace. Oh my god. We are on the ancestral plane right now. You really feel the music in this one. It's like so transportive. Oh. Pulling it back.
Keep us together. My hands, your hands, I'll hold forever.
What a incredible energy on this one. Wow. Oh, we're just gonna glide right into the next one. I'll just say that song, the most fun so far. Incredible energy. But let's keep it going to Fear, Sex. Loving the nice kind of transitional elements to this record too, from track to track. Oh, those synths coming in. Kind of nasty with it. Very punchy. I love that kind of glitchy synth too in the background. Getting quite emotional with this one. Oh, another complete switch up. Is this being that put the disc in her head some sort of evil? It's like we're hearing aliens from a spaceship speak to us. Man, this record is absolutely stunning. It's like if you took the fun disco, revival of Jessie Ware and mixed it in with an incredible just synth pop focus. And dream pop as well, kind of blended in. We are in another realm. Here's a vampire in the corner, and like all the synth effects, all the kind of sound effects too, that kind of give into this alien kind of tone.
Vampire in the corner, am I scaring you off? I wanna dance, I wanna learn how to love. Someone call the corner, 'cause you're breaking my heart, my God. I think I might have loved you too much.
Look how sweet she sounds here. I love how stripped back her vocals are on this one. Everything is on full display. Beautiful, poetic lyricism. It's just so sweet, so dreamy, and very cute. So heartfelt and romantic. Oh. Really incredible for the drumming as well too. Nick Villa on the drums. Oh, I got goosebumps. I'm wearing a long sleeve and I'm that is cutest, most beautiful track on the record so far. Oh, I loved those lyrics. Really just hits right in the heart of love, of emotion. A profession of love, it would seem. Here's watching TV. I loved how stripped back that last one was. The very gradual build with it. Love the kind of reverb and echo on her voice throughout this record. Ooh. I like this. Oh! Caught me off guard. A little grotesque. Even some nice down-to-earth acoustics coming in. Oh. This is about like coming to term with your inner demons, your struggles, your vices perhaps. I don't know. There seems to be a darkness within, and rather than shoving it aside, she's embracing it here. Oh. Those little moments of transition, perfectly executed. It's like a reaching out to who you once were, your past self, your inner child perhaps, I don't know. It's certainly a yearning throughout this one. Oh my god. That chopping up.
It's time to meet.
I think really it's about coming face to face with your own problems, your inner demons, and embracing them or just coming to terms with who you are on the inside. Here's Tunnel Vision, the last track. Incredible. There has not been a bad track here. It has been, honestly, I feel like we've gone into every direction, and she's still continuing. They're still continuing, because I believe it's a duo, to kind of challenge where I think things are going to go. Here's Tunnel Vision. Love the kind of like retro effects like that. It's almost like 8-bit. But also a very futuristic record. Oh. I love like the overdubbing of her vocals too. You can hear the different kind of wavering inflections. Love how playful that delivery was. Oh. Kind of like retro as well. Like 2000s. Some nostalgia. Oh my god, right back to this. This pummeling, one step at a time sort of instrumental. Oh. Where are we going here? Incredible drum work once again. Nick Villa. And these... This outro, I feel like we've hit the peak of a futuristic sci-fi world. Oh, Jesus Christ. What a finale to that song. Like, is prog synth rock a thing? Prog synth pop, maybe is what I should say. This somehow feels very proggy in its development. It's very gradual build-ups. And that massive finale, that massive just explosion in the final, I don't know, 2 minutes there or so, was so ethereal, so spacey. I feel like every time I feel like this album kind of tops itself with the sci-fi elements, and the dreamlike, ethereal, heaven-like world. It takes it even further. Here's Love Is Everywhere. I don't even know where we're going with this anymore. It's just so sweet and beautiful. This one very melodic. Again, our bassist, incredible. That it certainly is. If you find it, you just gotta seek it out. I like this Thurman-like synth. Brief, but adds a lot of flavor. That one was just a great melody overall. Not as grand, I would say, as some of these other tracks. It's much quicker with that 3-minute mark, but it's so beautiful. Honestly, these tracks flow from one to the next with ease. Here's Feeling Disconcerted. Guess it's disheartened, perhaps. 58 seconds. Another, I would assume, interlude.
Looking sad through the sky,
Nothing to say about that one. Let's keep going. That's my floor.
Tell me when I whisper in your ear, does it make you wanna disappear? Nasty little something said to turn you inside out.
This is gonna be the dumbest comparison ever, and feel free to click off the video at this point if this sounds stupid. But this intro reminds me of "Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared." You know, that popular kind of Adult Swim-esque show online. This reminds me of that one about religion. But anyway, where that singing bee or whatever.
Have you ever wondered why we're here? What's it all about? You've no idea.
What a stupid brain rot thing to say.
That's my floor.
Oh,
Coming back to the party and I want more.
I love how like violent the synths can be at times. Well, other times they're so beautiful, but here they're just clashing right into your ears. Kind of like warbling and clipping. So just like bassy. Especially that cadence. The way she sings really reminds me of that "Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared" one. But you know what? It works, and it sounds great. Oh my god. Thought it was gonna fizzle out. Our guitarist is like falling apart here. I love it. Great track. Super fun. And oh, it's like it's powering back up for Cry For Me. Is this like a song about like dying or death or perhaps even suicide? I don't know. Oh. I love the constant rise and fall that works on this album. I'm not sure who our main pianist is throughout this album. Maybe it's a trade-off between a few musicians here. I don't know, but the piano work throughout this thing is absolutely gorgeous too. It's always there, almost on every track, kind of just giving a nice strong backbone. I feel like it's very subtle at times too, but it does a lot of heavy lifting. Oh, those strings too. What a beautiful song. What a beautiful album. Here's Angel on a satellite, which right away getting a lot more somber in tone as we bring things down. I like that nice rain and wind effect too. Making a very vivid image.
Swear that through your eyes, everything is brighter all the time. Everything is turning all the damn.
This one's beautiful. Like, far more, like even more vulnerable than ever.
See the sky, angel on a satellite. Angel on a satellite.
Oh, it was like a phone ring, but cycled down into an instrument. Picked up on the other side. Wow, that was insane the way it slowed down there, the midsection. Incredible kind of string work too on this LP. Full orchestra. Well, that's a beautiful line. When I see me through your eyes, I love me, so don't leave my side. It's just like a gorgeous love song on this one. That one really pulls on your heartstrings on that last passage. Wow. I love that line. It hits hard. Here's the Ballad of Matt and Mika or Micah. But either way, it's the two members of the band. A little ballad for them to close out the LP. What a swift album this has been. Jesus. I love that. That's what I mean by the almost like violent synth. Oh. And now we're gliding down. I love that. So punchy, so catchy. Seems like we're kind of tying in some old lyrical themes too from the album, kind of making a comeback. I know we did the Bang Bang earlier on, and the Bang Bang's back. Even Not Ordinary, I think that was even sung earlier on the record. This feels like a victory kind of lap on this record. Incredible musicians throughout. Nick Villa, though, on the drums, has never let up with his incredible playing. I love the punchiness he adds. Great violins, great cellos, the horn work too. And there it is. Wow, what an outro. Wow. 53 minutes. This thing flew by with ease, and it is beautiful from start to finish. This thing is so incredibly well produced, so clean, super punchy, super fun. Everything about it, it doesn't hold back. There's no moment here that felt withdrawn. If anything, it felt like it was overflowing with ideas that were all perfectly executed. And not only was it incredibly energetic, incredibly catchy, and super danceable, but on top of that, you had some very vulnerable moments, especially on Angel on a Satellite, which I felt, especially that last passage, was just so incredibly heartwarming, beautiful, yet kind of sad. Almost this negative outlook on oneself, perceiving your own beauty perhaps through another, is what I gathered from it, at least. But this thing is just incredible. So, grand as well. I did not know there was such a massive list of musicians attached to this thing. It was like a full orchestra, a full band, a full, honestly, performance that felt otherworldly. And before this record came out, as far as I know, they were not the biggest, duo around or anything like that. So it is impressive to have something that feels just so incredible and so grand in nature for a second LP in their discography. Just baffling how good this is. There's nothing negative to say. I love the disco influences. I love the kind of funk, the R&B elements, especially when we slow things down in some of these tracks and focus a bit more on the bass lines too. But it also feels very futuristic, very much like a hyperpop disco oddity. It is an incredible album, and that final track just feels like a nice victory lap to close it all out, as it ties back some earlier themes and lyrics. As for the concept, I didn't fully gather the concept album, but that is something that I feel like with repeated listenings and further, research, it is something that you definitely find. So I am excited to get into this even more so with repeated listenings. But on a first listen, this thing is just honestly incredible. One of the best records on a first listen I've heard this year, hands down. But that does it for today's video. If you like the video, please hit like and subscribe to listening to more dance records for Dance December. The next record we are going to listen to for the month of Dance December is going to be the record Thriller by Michael Jackson. I've never actually listened to Thriller in full. Of course, I know the title track, but we will, of course, check it out on the channel for the next video. But I will say that Off the Wall is a near-perfect record, and even the stuff I've heard off of Thriller does not hold a candle. But I've never listened to it in full, so maybe I'll have a different opinion when I hear the entire project. It is a classic, however. As always, my name is Randy Joe. I appreciate you watching, and I'm signing off.